Tonight's podcast is brought to you by the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. Welcome to the year 2021 Tokyo Olympics. I'm Dick Clarkson.
And I'm Clark Dixon.
And this year, as always, we're proudly sponsored by McGrumbles. Nothing says sports like the corpulent obese masses consuming fatty nuggets.
Free quadruple bypass with every kid meal. Well, tonight's Olympics are no different than any other years, and we have many events of violent pugilism lined up for you tonight, starting off with a classic video game hunting.
Don't forget about seal clubbing.
Very masterful, followed only then by weasel shearing.
I'm very excited for the return of bukkake. The 13-time gold medalist in bukkake, Pat the NES Punk, is returning to continue the streak. Can he do it?
Knowledgeable, salty, and slippery. That's the name of the game, but not to be confused by tonight's main event, which is truffle hunting.
My favorite.
And speaking of truffle hunting, we go down live on the field with tonight's competitor and former gold medalist, Gelatinous Bill. Let's have a word with Gelatinous Bill.
Oh, shit, yeah! I'm in Tokyo, Japan, get fucked up in the land of the rising sun. I've been cursed and abandoned by God, but I've never been cursed and abandoned by freedom. My grandfather sold my soul to Satan in an unholy swamp ritual in a failed attempt to reanimate the corpse of Bear Bryant. Roll Tide. And now I'm invisible to the eyes of God. But me and my truffle pig Baphomet, you ready to fuck him up? We're gonna play hard, we're gonna drink hard, and keep your bologna sandwich close and secure. Horns down, dick up, let's go get the gold!
That was such a touching tribute for the first responders of 9/11 there, Clark.
Touching Dick indeed. And speaking of yesteryear, let us not forget about the canceled sports of yesteryear. Starting off with the famed kid diddling,
And father fisting.
followed by dead naming,
And the worst of all is comedy. Last time I laughed at something, I was canceled throughout all the time and space.
You should have stuck with your state-approved and non-damning statements there, Dick.
That's right, Clark. Well, be sure to tune in later for our coverage of all these venerable sports and more. I'm Dick Clarkson.
And I'm Clark Dixon, and we'll see you in the Hall of Champions.
Risen from the grave. You can run, but know that you can be saved. The good old game is all resurrected. The blood will flow like but now you know their names. All the bread in the back of the game. With a bottle of whiskey and control of the surface they reclaim. All the good old gamers punch you right in the dick. All the good old gamers return to kick you right in the cliff. Oh, were you offended? They'll sit down your neck. The good old gamers recline.
Praise be. another enchanting week of the Good Old Gamers podcast. What do you know? We're still alive.
We are.
Damn it. I'm Lyle. Joined as always, Brandon.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
We have our first fucking in-studio guest for the new run of episode. The
reboot.
The new and not so improved
Yeah.
Good Old Gamers podcast. Mr. Adam Calloway is joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You may know Adam.
Awesome to be here.
That dope-ass little metal jingle you hear every time we start the episode, that is Adam.
Yep.
That is all
That's
Adam.
awesome.
The bringer of the kicks to the clip.
That is the deal. The bringer of the punches to the dick. Or
Yes.
no, yeah, punch you in the dick, kick you in the foot.
I feel like I'm just the anthem for you guys to punch and kick people in the dick.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we never really need a reason to do it before, but now we have the best reason in the world
Yeah.
to do it.
I mean,
Why the fuck not?
I got
exactly.
Some angry thrash to guide you.
It's what's the fucking date? Is it
It
August?
is August 12th.
Oh, which means, guess what?
One more week.
One more week, and me and Brandon are going to Southern Fried Gamer in Expo.
And we're dodging the Trump.
Yes,
Dodging that
yes.
orange bullet there.
For those of you not in the know, Donald fucking Trump is making a gay old appearance right here in Coleman County, Alabama.
Reasons unknown.
Maybe they'll cancel it because of the Delta variant, but I doubt.
No,
they
no
will
one here
because
believes in it.
None of the people going to the Trump rally probably believe in the coronavirus. Exactly what
Yeah.
I was going to say. There's going to be a lot of pussy grabbing going on, boys.
A whole lot of friendly hugs.
I'm glad that we will be out of town. The only thing it does suck is we will be in town for the dreaded Rock the South.
Not only in town, I will be at work at the hospital.
Yes, I hate that for you, man.
So it's going to
'Cause-
be full of even more corona, and then drunks and idiots.
And not on top of that, you're gonna see all these sick fucking dudes wearing Daisy Duke underwear. You're gonna see a lot of male nutsacks hanging out of those.
Yeah.
The damn pockets are longer than the fucking shorts. Pitiful.
Yep.
Well, Adam, tell us a little bit. Tell the listeners, let them know what the fuck you do.
So,
I'm obviously a great host.
I am from here originally and
Yes.
sang in the band Sailing Mary for about 14 years.
Adam's
and
one of my older friends as well.
That's right. Played in various musical groups.
Me and you've been in bands
That's
together.
right. So what was it? What was the name of it at the time?
We were in.
Was it the Spring? Was it called the Spring yet?
No. The spring was after you. You come along during the Since This Life period.
Yeah, Since This Life, there was
You-
Goodnight Graceland.
Yeah, me and you left Since This Life to help form Goodnight Graceland, and I was the first member to leave that band.
Exit.
I got the fuck out while the getting was good, to be honest with you.
But yeah, local musician, fellow ne'er-do-well, and moved up to Pennsylvania. I've been up there for 4 years, 3 years, some shit.
About 3. You left and
Found a good woman, got married.
become a goddamn Quaker. Living
They
in
look,
God,
at, they look at me the same way up there as they did down here.
living in God's country. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I came to your 1 year anniversary was Monday this
It's
week.
Monday.
So
That's right.
congratulations on
Thank you.
that.
Thank you. That just means she put up with me for a year. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations to Judy. Thank you,
Yeah.
Judy. But I will say, people like us Southern boys above the Mason-Dixon. It kind of blew my mind.
It's frightening how much they like Southern people in Pennsylvania.
I've never been
the
a ladies-
accent gets them wetter than a fucking waterfall, my friend.
Dude, I've never been a ladies' man my entire life. I'll go up there one time. I could have my pick. I'm like, this rules.
You just go up there and have to put on a Gallagher show tarp. Just,
Well, he come back smelling like wet dishes. Kind of soapy. No, never mind. But yeah. So you playing in a band now?
Yeah, sing and play guitar for a metal band called Tron. Trawn. If anybody wants to look it up, there's probably nothing to look up yet, but there will be soon.
No,
cool.
Yes. Fun stuff, very satanic.
Good.
Yeah. Price Satan.
Yeah. Horns down, dick up, buddy.
Yeah.
You know? Fucking old. What was that that Olympic guy's name? What was
Gelatinous Bill?
Gelatinous Bill. I almost said Glittering Bill, and I'm like, that ain't right. Yeah, Gelatinous Bill. Now, that is a peak form of male masculinity and athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Can't be denied.
If that guy was alive during the time of Michelangelo or Leonardo, whoever did the sculpture of David and shit, that's who got sculpted.
He'd be holding a bologna sandwich.
Yeah. And
And a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
There'd be a giant carving of God behind him just turning his head and just... I didn't know I made such insolence. Speaking of insolence, the whole reason we have you here, we've been trying to do this motherfucking episode for, I don't know, months now. And maybe it's for the better that it never happens, you know?
Yeah.
But tonight we're making it happen.
We're committing seppuku tonight.
Yes. Yeah. And it is this the third?
The third
cinema?
This is the
third Cinema Seppuku.
Well, give us a good Cinema Seppuku there, Adam.
Cinema Seppuku!
Yes. Tonight, we are killing ourselves to talk about The Lawnmower Man. I almost said Stephen King's The Lawnmower Man, but I would have fucked up. Would have fucked up.
You would have got sued.
Yeah, I was going to say, shh, you want to get sued? Like, there's a lawsuit coming from Stephen King as we speak. It's the commercials for this movie will have you believe that it's based on a Stephen King short story. Stephen King did have a short story entitled Lawnmower Man that has nothing to fucking do with this shit. It was actually about a crazy guy, I think, that worked on lawnmowers. This is
worshiped the god Pan.
Oh, really?
Yes. He telepathically pushed a lawnmower and skulked behind it butt naked, eating all the grass clippings in a ritual to Pan.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds way cooler than what we got.
I don't know. I like Lawnmower Man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got its odd charms.
Jamie asked me to summarize it for her, and I said, Pierce Brosnan turns a retard into a cyber demon. Like,
yeah. Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah. The original working title for this movie was Cyber Christ.
Cyber Christ?
Yes.
Oh,
Cyber
wow.
Christ.
Wow.
Which is way more evil and metal.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
that sounds like a final boss. It's like, now he... Uh-oh. Sorry about that.
You should be.
My phone went off.
We gotta get you on the mic more. Your levels
oh,
are down.
gotcha. I'm just going to hold it. That's cool with you.
Bob Barker, that shit.
Yeah. Everybody just imagine me with a 12-inch long, really skinny gold microphone.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all gotta spay and neuter your pets now.
All right. We gotta take a pause here.
All
right, we back.
Okay, yeah, that's my bad.
It is.
It's
You should be flogged.
Well, fuck me. I'm gonna open the beer to help my nerves. But anyways, we're talking about the Lawnmower Man, and
we are.
Yeah.
Lawnmower Man. It makes me reminisce about watching TNT Monday Nitro followed by Lawnmower Man. It seemed to be there. I seem to always like follow up wrestling or something. It was always on TNT.
My first memory of Lawnmower Man is I had a recording of it was the Horror Hall of Fame 2 from like 1991. Robert fucking England hosted it. My grandfather recorded it for me because it had a whole Freddy's Dead thing on it. But they played like a clip of upcoming movies, and Lawnmower Man was one of them. And I just remember being like, oh, the 3D in this looks so amazing. Way better than Nintendo graphics.
Yeah.
I'd only known.
Yeah, I remember this being like America's introduction into VR in a lot of ways, like, and they put the horror spin on it, but...
Well, technically, Lawnmower Man was probably like one of the very first movies that used like 3D imaging and shit, and it wasn't not.
It was up there. It was. When was it made?
94.
94?
I think, yeah.
Yeah. So I unfortunately watched the director's cut, which I must say is worse than the theatrical cut.
I remember where I seen the line. It wasn't on the horror.
Minus
Hall of Fame.
one scene.
The Wes Craven's
Yeah.
New Nightmare VHS. The Lawnmower Man is the trailer attached to that VHS. That's my first.
Dude, I found this, ordered the director's cut, got the regular edition for whatever, because Amazon's stupid.
I really wish I wouldn't have watched the director's cut.
I did because I originally thought it was on my Plex server. I guess whenever I redid it, I never put it back on there. So I just searched on my Fire Stick, and it was free on Tubi, director's cut. So I was like, oh, we'll just watch that because I'm lazy. And yeah, I should have just downloaded the theatrical cut because I didn't expect it to be that much worse.
Yeah, and I was looking, I heard y'all were watching the director's cut, and I tried to find the extra footage, like on YouTube, basically, and I couldn't find a lot of them, but I did find what was at the beginning of the VHS copy for home sales and stuff. It was like a promotional video that was like, win a brand new VR set retailing at $70,000, and it was like, what the fuck? 1994 money.
Nice.
$70,000 for this black and yellow
It
VR
displays
set.
a whopping 7 polygons. Like, oh.
And that one of the prizes was being able to be an extra in Lawnmower Man 2. Which is even better. Job's War.
Shut up. You close your goddamn mouth.
That
You
never
shut
happened.
up right now. We do not speak. This ain't even my house, but we don't speak that in this home.
I'll put a jihad on you.
Putting the satanic small ritual on you.
I'll sell you out for a bologna log, boy. But
Who wouldn't?
fucking it's such a strange movie. It's so fucking weird. You can see Pierce Brosnan. Like, okay, so let's discuss this monkey thing. Let's talk about this monkey thing.
Yeah.
Well, like
This monkey business.
well, like the intro to this movie, did it not feel like a catch up to be continued episode? Like you were entering episode 2? It was so fast, like everything was flung together out of nowhere. It's just, it starts off with, Pierce Brosnan arguing with, the bald dude.
Yeah, you need that.
Tim
Meanwhile, on the lawnmower, or previously on the Lawnmower Man.
Yeah.
And it really just starts out, screw the political assholes. He's the best chimp I've ever had. And yeah, they want to put anger medicine into chimps, and 007's not having it.
When has this ever worked in a movie universe? Think about it.
Yeah.
When chimps become smart, when has that ever been a good thing in any fucking movie?
Yeah. Not in Charlton Heston's
It was,
America.
I was going to say it was good for the chimps, but
Yeah.
no one else.
Well, it's just like, so okay, you've got a monkey, right? You got a chimp. Why the fuck are you making it play games where it's going around and killing shit?
Yeah.
Because it's evil military computers. We don't understand computers in the 90s.
Everything in the 90s that was new and upcoming was used for nefarious reasons by the government. Every fucking thing.
That tradition still holds.
Well, yeah. You got a point.
The funny thing is the training, right? They're training this monkey for war, but his training literally is a pixelated Atari monster. He does 360 barrel rolls and shoots a proton cannon on Venus.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's in any way training this chimp. They're basically like, let's try to freak him out real bad and see how much shit he kills.
Well, he blows off one guy's head, so it did something.
That's like the best part of that is it's like an infrared or whatever, and he just fucking. The monkey just caps this motherfucker. Like, I might keep saying chimp because I feel like if I say monkey, somebody's be like, it's a chimp. They
gonna
don't
get offended.
identify as a monkey. They identify as a chimp. Well, they are a fucking chimp. You're dead naming this chimp. You're dead naming it.
Chimps are apes. Monkeys are simians. There's a fucking difference.
And
So now I'm just stupid. Thanks.
You're
Thanks.
just assuming a species.
well, everybody knows that a monkey can't escape from a cage with a paperclip they have hidden in their fur. Only apes can do that.
Yes.
Because that's what happens. He breaks that with a paperclip.
Is that how Sarah Connor got free? It is, isn't it? I always thought she looked very Monkey or ape? Apish.
Apish.
Oh, definitely
Apish,
more
yeah.
apish.
Okay.
In a hot way.
Fuck you, Linda Hamilton.
The fucking...
How are you the best part of Terminator and you come back and ruin it? Fuck off.
Dude, the monkey literally walks up behind the guy, steals his gun, and just goes, like, what up? And just blows his face off. That's in the first, 2 minutes of the
That's
movie?
like the worst cop ever because you turn around and you see a little monkey wearing or a little chimp wearing a fucking
battle helmet that
VR
they
helmet.
left on him.
He's wearing the fucking that one douchebag on the Burger King kids meals. He's wearing that guy's visor.
holy shit. He's done killed him and fucking stomped the guy in the wheelchair and everything.
Dude, you know that guard's friends, all of them after he did, they made fun of him for years after that fucking guy got killed by a monkey with his own gun.
Yeah.
Ape, sorry.
Don't be
offended.
like Jonathan. Dipshit got his head blown off by a fucking chimp. What a pussy.
It was bananas. He should have been there.
But yeah,
Shit was BANANAS.
the funny thing is they left him in the cage with the battle helmet on. Like, they didn't take it off.
Yeah.
They just leave him in a cage with the battle helmet, and of course he uses it, kills everything, and escapes. He can see through walls. He has like predator vision.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because he's being a badass, but all you hear is this little as he's like outwitting all of these soldiers and shit.
Dude, the effects are so awful when you see it up close where you can tell it's like a fucking small person in a chimp outfit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and this is where there's a big deviation from the theatrical cut and the director's cut. And they fucked up in the director's cut in splicing these together because Pierce Brosnan picks up the phone in the middle of the night and they're like, hey, your chimp's dead. And then in the director's cut, immediately cuts over to the chimp escaping and going to Job's shed.
Yeah.
Whereas in the theatrical, they just killed him.
yeah.
They shot him going out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives Job all this extra backstory.
Cybo Man.
Yeah. They killed Cybo Man.
Starts him out with retardation and PTSD.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And on top of that, he gets molested by a Catholic guy.
Yep.
You can't
BDSM
tell me
style.
that guy didn't do some fucking diddling. They're like, he's just
He
like,
admits to it later.
he's like, oh yeah, that's why he gets little. Or well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Sorry. But anyways, so normal version, monkey dies, chimp dies. Director's cut, chimp goes to Job and then dies.
Yeah. In front of Job.
Is
They hunt him
murdered in front
down,
of
yeah.
Job. Yeah.
And Job is our lovable retard.
Job is the 1994 equivalency of Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder. He literally is fucking Simple Jack, pre-telekinetic Simple Jack.
Yeah, he lives in a shed behind the Catholic Church where he gets molested and abused by the father there. The priest.
As Catholics,
That was one thing. I think it was only in the director's cut version when he's punishing him for bringing the monkey into the house with him. He says he makes him choose which punishment. He says which punishment would, or which one of God's punishment would help you remember best, Job? And he points over at the belt. So good thing he didn't point at the long rubber glove.
yeah, the mid-century big old wooden rods that you can't figure out what they're used for.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, in the non-director's cut, in the normal version, it's just like the priest just comes in and goes, well, it's Tuesday. Whack! Whack! Like there's no fucking reason. He just starts whipping the shit out of him.
And but mind you, we'll say this: one of the preacher's brother,
Yeah.
is like the only
Guy
he's
that
like
helps
the only
Job.
one that helps Job. Who is? I didn't realize the preacher's brother is the dude from Devil's Rejects. That's the lead singer of the Banjo and Sullivan band that they murdered in that.
Oh.
He's the I've seen that dude in a few other movies. That's what really stuck
Yeah,
out.
he runs a lawn mowing business, landscaping and stuff, and
He
Job,
enables Job to be the lawnmower man.
Yeah, apparently Job is he's got a knack for mechanics, and he makes a big red lawnmower, which is apparently badass.
Big red.
Yep.
He loves comic books.
Loves Cybo Man,
Cybo Man.
the comic book, because he's got the mind of a child.
Yeah, well, Pierce Brosnan, whose name is Dr. Angelo,
Yep.
actually says at one point, what is it? He's got the mind of like a 4 or 5 year old.
Yes.
It's something like, you're not doing too good, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, but you can't stand in that line, But anywho, so they come into contact, essentially. And
Yeah, because Job mows his lawn.
yeah.
So after his chimp died, Pierce Brosnan needed a new subject, and he wanted his research to go to expanding human intelligence. And of course, the people he worked for wanted to use it for the military to kill people because that's what corporations do.
That's where all the money is.
Yeah, killing your customers.
Pierce Brosnan smokes a fuck ton of cigarettes.
That's another
in this
one of my
movie.
favorite parts in the movie that I laugh at and I shouldn't, is like towards the beginning of the movie, he gets up in the middle of the night smoking, and he peers outside to his neighbor's house, and you see like a father,
A domestic dispute.
a father, mother, and a little kid, and the father just like backhands the fuck out of the little kid, and he's just like casually smoking, watching like.
Yeah, why didn't you do anything?
He was just like, shit. Like that kid, you would have expected them to set him up with wires and make him fly off like a frisbee after the fucking dad hits him. Because tell me, it's like,
a full wind
It's
up.
a full wind up. And
it'd even be funnier if you just like see the window and after he looks back again, smokes again, and he looks back and he's just unsheathing a knife. He's like, it just shuts the curtain real quick.
did you get fucking blood on my carpet? She's fucking. Yeah.
That when he lays down on the bed with his wife and all she says, I hate it when you smoke in bed. Because, dude, that's when it's where he lays down on the bed and smoking that cigarette. And I was like, ooh, that's a scene you can just smell right
Yeah.
there. Like,
But I love it that he's smoking a cigarette and he wakes up his girlfriend to be like, babe, I had a bad dream.
yeah,
She's like, I don't give a fuck.
I had a bad
Yeah. She's basically blowing smoke directly into her eyes. Honey, I'm scared.
What a real man I does woke up in the middle of the night and just rip you a bong rip and be like, "No, I'm paranoid. Honey, I'm paranoid." He's just sitting there in the corner of his bed just taking bong rips. They killed my best chimp.
Next, they're gonna kill me. Oh my god!
Oh my god! That chimp was building a giant satellite called Goldeneye they're going to put up in the sky. But, so Job mows this guy's yard and, he realizes Job is not all there. So his specialty, Dr. Angelo's specialty, obviously is fucking like VR and using VR to manipulate the brain and then using,
Combined with
psychoactive
nootropic drugs. Yeah. So basically, he sets about increasing Job's intelligence with Windows 98 screensavers.
Actually, Windows
random-
95.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
random,
Well, it was advanced for its time.
Oh,
You
you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
strobe lights and random cryptic
like-
messages.
like the Winamp video interpreters where you'd play like graphics on your screen for music. That will increase your intelligence. This movie proves that.
And watching this now, none of them had really ever experienced actual VR. Like in all these scenes, it's literally there's nothing playing; they're just acting, right?
Yeah.
So you see this thing of him sitting in his own chair, and it's like him floating and flying, and he's just like, making all these weird like sexual groans, like in a chair, just like floating in his. His fucking girlfriend comes down and just unplugs him. She's like, when are you going to quit fucking that machine and take me to town?
What is that? He gives her an excuse. What's his excuse? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Lights up a cigarette.
up a cigarette
I can't go to town. Or something like that.
I'm not ready to deal with people.
Yeah.
My monkey just got his head blown off by the CIA.
Never mind the fact that you were giving your fucking monkey anger-inducing drugs and teaching it how to murder shit. And guess what? It broke out and did what you taught it to do.
But he was against the anger drugs though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Bald government henchman number one.
Yeah. Military lapdog.
Yeah. the Saints, the guy's in every movie, you know.
Yeah.
But so they start fucking with Job, and it's got that scene where, you know, he lets him play the games at first.
Yeah.
Then that's when he wants to really introduce him then to the like, I guess like the psychoactive fucking.
Yeah.
And he talks him into it in the most pedophile kind of way.
Yeah.
like-
Are you tired of people taking advantage of you, Job?
I have different special games for us to play.
yeah, that's right.
What?
Maybe you'd like to come down to my
I
basement.
got this joystick right here.
I need to give you these vitamins before we play the game. Vitamins meaning drugs.
Does that say ecstasy? So he starts off small, don't he?
Yeah.
Like, because I remember
he eases into it.
he shows him the thing and he panics at first. He's like, "It's gonna hit me," and all this shit. And he's like, "Just let your mind relax, Job."
Use the force, Job.
Yeah.
He's like, it's gonna hit me. Just like it's not gonna hit you. Just chill the fuck out. Just let it happen.
God, you are a retard.
Just let it ease in, Job. Just relax.
So needless to say, I mean, in all this time, like, you know, you see Job somewhat getting a little smarter, but he literally goes in like fucking 20 minutes in this movie. He goes from being fucking simple Jack Job to, God damn, look at Jeff Fahey. Like, that motherfucker. Like, apparently getting smarter makes you sexier.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's something I've noticed. Like,
Yeah. All of a sudden, he's mowing lawns for the hot neighbor lady, and she gets the hots for him, and
That Marlboro Man outfit he's wearing.
Yeah. he starts dressing better, and he goes.
I was
gives
just
her the
thought you were the lawnmower man. She's the first. I think she's the first person in this movie to actually call him the fucking lawnmower man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
because she's like, I mow your lawn. And she's like, no, because she doesn't recognize him now that he's hot.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like...
you're not the lawnmower.
He doesn't look
Yeah.
like Trey Parker on acid laying out in her
Yeah.
I think she first really notices him at the gas station, and she's like, "I'm looking forward to getting my lawn mowed next week."
Yeah. And the fucking gas attendant that always gives Job shit. He's one of the many people in the town that
The
just
asshole.
takes it.
He's like the asshole. Yeah, I guess we kind of
Jake.
skipped over that shit. He's like picking on Job real hard in version 1.0, like pre-intelligent Job.
Yeah, he's always taking
Giving him
advantage of him,
shit.
giving him shit.
Yeah. And the landscaping boss guys are like, yeah, Job, she wants your D. Jake's pissed off. Don't call her a whore around me, old man. And he's like, whores do it for money. She just wants it.
Yeah, I do remember that. She does it for fun.
And yeah, Jake ends up punching Job. And now that Job's smart, he gives him the weirdest fucking look from the ground. And just this wide-eyed look, and Jake gets real scared for some reason. Like, oh, he can see me.
He's just gonna fight me or fuck me. What about both?
Yeah, that's usually how it happens.
But yeah,
I
they
get them mixed up a lot.
after working in Angelo's basement for a couple of things, they end up going to VSI, like
Yes, 'cause
where he worked. Yeah,
He could not continue the treatments. He couldn't advance any further.
VSI. Okay, let me talk about how this place looks. This literally, for a government building, y'all sure did build it like every fucking supervillain's lair.
It looks
it's-
like Zordon's lair.
Yeah, like I just imagine him. You go in there, it's Rangers.
dude, no shit.
Alpha 5's like, aye. The pig ranger got a bolt stuck in her puss hole. Aye. And he's like, never mind.
Dude, they literally had those machines at the Space and Rocket Center when I was there today, and I laughed so fucking hard as soon as I walk in the room. The things that twist.
Oh yeah,
Sideways and up, yeah, the
gyro
gyroscope
or
thing.
what-
I saw that. I was
gyro.
like, yeah. I was like, bring on the chimps.
Sabo Man, yeah.
You're just standing there and you just see some guy sitting there rolling his eyes back his head and you see 1,000 lawnmowers come out of nowhere. Just across the parking lot. Oh my God.
I love they go into VSI and they pass the guard, the new guard that's at the door.
Yeah.
And he just looks at him like, "You're not going to shoot me in the face, are you?"
It's cool. He's not a chimp.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute, you ain't a chimp. You're good to go. Get on in here.
They have a little sign on the wall. It's like, "It's been 26 days since our last chimp murder."
VSI, integrity, pride, cutting edge technology, chimps with pistols.
We're gonna throw some brainwaves.
How
into
does
your
anybody
brain.
see to work in this fucking? That is the most dim lit goddamn building
It's top
I've ever seen in my fucking
Top
life.
secret military research. How else can you keep it secret if it ain't dark?
Yeah.
Maybe use more than fucking 4 LEDs in each hallway. Like, 'cause, dude, that shit. I'm just like, dude, like, do vampires work here? Like, it does. It just.
Well, how else can they test the monkey's infravision if it ain't dark all the time?
I really love the early 90s, like, interpretations of the future, though.
Yeah.
It's in 1998, there will be flying cars. Like, well, wrong, but I like your idea of it. It does, though. It's a very dead, neutral, like, I don't know. It just makes me think of, like, every goddamn.
It's very cavernous, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can tell something bad's going to happen there.
Yeah.
Like, it gives that appeal really good.
But yeah, they strap Job into this thing, and Pierce Brosnan is also in the other one, and he's in VR land. He's sending.
He's the dungeon master.
Yeah, basically, he's like just sending brainwaves into a giant 3D hologram brain, and Job at first is like, and he's like, I like it, and he's just flipping around. But apparently, it does more good in VSI than it does at his house.
Yeah.
I love how he literally just drops and drags shit into his brain.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you need this. Oh, yeah, you need that. Like, if it was only that fucking easy.
Yeah. He's just drag and dropping fucking.
Do you want to go to college? Do you want to just get this thing put in your brain and you'll just wake up and be like, fuck, I can build a bridge.
Yeah, but
Yeah, right. But it's the same program they were using on the chimps, which is hilarious because when
Yeah.
he got out of that machine,
Well, that's the whole thing is
he
like
starts throwing shit.
they're wanting to step it up as they always are. Well, we want to move on to human trials. It's not fucking ready for human trials yet. Like,
yeah. You know, though, that would be hell. Because you install something in your brain, and all of a sudden you can get in pop-ups like, your free trial expires in 30 days. Oh, God damn it.
dude, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. God,
So, but they've apparently
you
got
want hot
Job,
girls?
They've apparently got Job to the intelligence level to where he is ready to fuck.
I
That happens.
That is
Yeah.
the first time you achieve intelligence and get smart.
Yeah.
You naturally want to get laid.
I think it
that
was
goes
really-
hand in hand.
I think it was really the sex that turned him into everything after that. You know.
Albert Einstein come out with his famous energy and mass theory, and he literally is just like, "Yep, I've done my hard work. Now I want to fuck." Let me drop an A-bomb on that puss, girl.
Yeah, and at one point he brings this girl to VSI and hooks her in there for some cyber sex and makes her
The hot girl.
Yeah.
The hot girl that he woos, and he's already banged her.
yeah.
So he decides to cyber bang her, and he just either she had some serious like brain meltdown and died, or she blew her load so hard there was no coming back. Like once you go Job, you know,
You ain't got no frontal lobe. Like,
fuck yes.
Dude, yeah, he mind fucks her like she's
yeah.
a puddle of fucking laughing dipshit.
But he turns her in like a they're fucking in space, and they turn into a swirly vortex dragonfly thing.
Yeah.
That he turns. Is he a frog? Or
He turns into like some kind of hentai demon.
It's like a hunchbacked orifice monster.
Yeah, it has a giant. It has a giant.
butthole?
Yeah, like-
mouth.
Yeah, it like
prolapse-
ejaculates blood
A prolapse
out of its
butthole
mouth.
mouth. Yeah.
and just breaks the shit out of her brain with it. He literally fucks her retarded.
Yeah. Yeah, she comes out of that. And all she does is
Yeah.
she just laughs.
She's just a giggling mess throughout the rest of it. Like, yeah, she just laughs.
He put a permanent tickle in her bottom.
Yeah.
She never come back from it. Well, he does that, and then isn't that
That's about the time that like
he decides
military lapdog man's like sneakily updating the military on the progress, and they're like, "You got to give him the Formula 5X or whatever."
The aggression serum.
The aggression, the aggression stuff. So he swaps the stuff out secretly, but it isn't given to him until after Job and Pierce Brosnan have like a confrontation. And at this point, Jobs is like getting his telepathic powers and stuff, and he tells Pierce Brosnan, he's like, "I'm smarter than you now."
Yeah. Yeah, that's the point where he's like, I've exceeded your whatever, Dr. Angelo.
Yeah, he's developed telepathy, and I think telekinesis at that point. I don't remember exactly where in the order of things he developed with telekinesis.
Yeah, I think the first time they give him, when they actually, like, Pierce Brosnan doesn't know that it's in there because the guy swaps it out, and they give it to him the first time, and it like almost breaks him. The very first time, and he's like, "Oh no, something's wrong." They shut it down, and he like pulls him out, and he's like sweating and wide eyed. He's like, "I saw God.
Yes,
I touched God." You're like, "Holy shit!" But they had it's after that he like goes to lunch with the kid. And he starts hearing people's thoughts, and he can't control it, and he's like going ape shit because he doesn't know how to control it. Yeah, but he
sweats a lot in this movie.
Yeah,
a lot of man sweating in this movie. Just mainly him. He goes. That's when he starts paying visits to people, is it not?
No, well, he has a freak out at some point, and goes to VSI and just starts shooting up all that serum.
Oh, yeah, he's loading that little gun up.
Shooting himself in the neck.
Yeah.
And
he's cramming shit, too. That's what he's doing when Pierce Brosnan comes in on time. He's just sitting there cramming all, like, watching.
Yeah, he's just, like, loading
information.
CD after CD of information into his brain unit.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. Sometime after that, he goes nuts, starts this shooting himself up in the neck over and over with that serum.
Like 4 or 5 of them instead of one, and
then he goes on his killing spree.
He starts hearing the pastor's voice in his head, and then he's like, "All right, time to fuck shit up."
He puts his virtual suit on, too, and it powers itself with its nifty little neon blue light rig and shit.
Yeah. He looks like a Tron extra.
Yeah.
One lights up.
Yeah, then he goes and pays the
father,
priest,
the priest to visit. And he turns him into a GeoCities GIF of fire.
Yes.
It is the most terrible fire graphics, but like, yeah, he's like, "I'm here for your confession," and then the priest is pretty much like, "You can get the fuck out of here," and then he starts glowing, and he's like, "Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. I've molested many children." Like, what is he? I had it written down. It's I have used the name. I've used your name in profane fantasies. I have committed the cruel acts of molestation. And he covers him in hilarious-looking fire.
I think they intended to come off as digital, but like it just looked weird.
Yeah. And he became transparent. Like you could see behind him also when it happened. But nevertheless, it fucking killed him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still burned him to a crisp.
Done.
Then he goes to Jake at the gas station, ties him up with telekinetically ties him up with the gas pumps, and then I guess telepathically mows his brain with a lawnmower.
Yes.
He's got this real big thing about turning people fucking brain dead.
Yeah.
Like that's his deal. He's like, I lived with this for 21 years, or however fucking old he is, and now so you made fun of me. Let's see you drool on your stomach.
Yeah, he says,
like,
now the Lawnmower Man is in you.
Forever.
And that's the first time too you see digital Job's face when it's like it's like Job's head with the old school like fucking lawnmower blade just running over his brain back and forth like. So he turns him into a invalid.
Yeah. Then Peter, the boy, Peter the boy and his mom are like up in their room just chilling out, like talking about, was Dad such a piece of shit? And the mom's like, I don't know, it'll be better tomorrow. And then they just pass out.
Yeah, Job knocks him out telepathically so he can go in there and murder the dad with a lawnmower.
Chase him around. That's the coolest fucking scene.
Yes.
That's actually kind of scary. Like, fuck.
Yeah, the telepathically flying, fully functioning fucking lawnmower.
Yeah, it's Big Red.
What in the ass?
Which is this huge, unwieldy red lawnmower with dual exhaust shooting out the top of
This
it.
lawnmower did, like...
It's like an 80-pound lawnmower.
This is the lawnmower you wanted if you got, like, the biggest yard. Like, if you have a field, like, but don't want a tractor, get this fucking shit. Like...
Push bush auger.
It's a fucking earth mover, pretty much.
Yeah. That lawnmower is to the Lawnmower Man as like that 6 bicycle piece of shit is to our bicycle man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, this...
I hear if he, I heard that somebody seen him not too long ago, and he had literally like a baby carriage now that was somehow melded to like 5 or 6 of the bikes. I'm like, I hope it's got a child in it.
Yeah. Melded into it too, like some HR Geigers.
It's saying hug me. No, I'm pretty sure it's saying kill me. There is a difference.
Dude, this next scene, the scene with the cop explaining to him what happened the night
Yes.
before, is my favorite scene in this entire movie. It's the Pierce Brosnan comes home. He sees ambulances and cops and police lines everywhere.
He lights a cigarette.
Yeah, lights up a cigarette, and he's talking to this cop, and he's like, "Hey, what happened?" And the cop just keeps going, "Hell of a thing, hell of a thing," and just keeps kind of talking to himself. But yeah, he's like, talks about basically just catching him up on everything that happened. He's like, it says, crazy with the heat, schizophrenia all over town last night. Somebody torched Father McKean with a flamethrower. Something must have been a Satan cult, just out of nowhere.
At one point, isn't he like, it could have been spontaneous combustion?
Yeah.
You know that happens.
You know
sometimes.
that happens. Hell of a thing. Somebody found old Marnie Burke running around town, naked as a jaybird, just laughing to herself. The girly brain fucked.
Yep.
I love how he just volunteers. They always just volunteer this information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like, the psychologist says that she might be in shock because she saw the murder, but I just think she's flipped out. And she flipped out. Oh, yeah, she totally fucking flipped out.
Yeah, and it was a little confusing too because it comes off as a small town, but like these cops are talking like they see some serious shit. So, which is it?
But he's like, well, this world's chock full of nuts, Cooley. That's the other cop. He's like, don't forget, man, weirdos, schizos, bozos, and then they lock eyes with Job, standing on the lawn and have like hard eye contact with him for like 6 seconds. And then he's like, well, accidents happen. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
I guess we'll just follow a routine police report. Clean and tidy.
Use the Jedi mind trick on them.
Yeah. The, shit.
That's me. I need to turn my shit down.
I think I may have sent that link through by accident.
It's all right.
I did.
You'll be flogged later.
I know. So how close are we though to the word, like the most baffling part of the movie to me? I want to talk about when the dude gets turned into fucking bouncing balls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely coming up. Yeah, because they it's right after he brain freezes the cop or whatever. Right after that, Angelo goes down to his basement and Job's there, and he basically tells them that he wants to become Cyber Christ.
Oh yeah,
and that he's gonna put himself into
My
the
birth cry is going to be
basically,
every telephone on earth ringing at once.
Yeah, he unfolds his evil plan pretty much.
Yeah,
become one with the computers.
Yeah, that's his whole deal. Is he wants to literally integrate himself.
Yeah, and he doesn't he like he straps Brosnan to the chair.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the CIA goons or the shop, isn't it? That's what they're called, the shop. Their goons come to Angelo's house to get him. And yeah, he like
Dude comes to the rescue though, right? Because we didn't
Well, first,
like
Job
the
uses
priest's brother or whatever.
no,
oh no, not yet.
no. But Job
that's-
uses Angelo's wife.
Well, that's in the director's cut.
In the director's cut. He mindfucks Angelo's wife into like answering the door and shooting a guy in the back, and then of course she gets shot up.
She gets riddled with fucking bullets from a fucking Mac 10.
Yeah, she kind of looks like Ed Kenny dude from fucking RoboCop on the table. Ed Adonis. Kill with extreme fucking prejudice.
turned into fucking ground beef right before your eyes.
Yeah, and then that's when Job starts turning the CIA looking dudes into ping pong balls.
Yeah.
And they just spiral away.
Oh my god, dude!
Demolarization.
That it's so weird.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I get it for the time. You know, what the great thing is, at some point in time, somebody's like, "Jesus Christ, that's groundbreaking."
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I love that the shop guy, the main boss of the shop, sees this on a camera and he gets like rock hard.
Yeah.
And calls up Tim's, the bald headed guy from VSI, and he's like, he disposed them in a way I've never seen before.
He's developed a new kind of energy weapon.
Yeah.
And then Tim's is like, he hates weapons, not him. Couldn't have been. Believe it, Tim's. I saw it.
But yeah, he tells Tim's to like get all the data that they were working on from Angelo or whatever.
Yeah, and back it up and give it to him personally.
And yeah, and that's when Job wakes Terry up, but Terry, who's sleeping in his truck.
Yeah, I'm assuming Job like just planted him there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this
I will need you. In
he's
a little
just
bit.
being a puppet master. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he gets
poor old guy.
I love that he had to get him to drive him to
Yes.
VSI. which
You're the
doesn't make
smartest
sense.
motherfucker on the planet now, and you're still like, I need a ride.
And he can drive. Like he's shown
yeah.
that he can drive before that, but yeah. He's
I
just
guess
like,
he's
come on, Terry.
so powerful now. He needs a chauffeur.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of becoming an evil genius is you get the fringe benefits and the 401k and all that shit. So
Yeah.
And they, isn't it, Pierce Brosnan ends up getting unshackled from his chair and he inputs a virus locally into VSI.
Yeah, to
keep
cut it
them-
off from
yeah.
from the internet and anything else.
And the scientist for VSI like randomly chicken pecking buttons on the
Yes.
keyboard, and he starts just complete gibberish. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Saying like, oh well, we're locked out from the outside. It's a a hacker, I say. He's got it to the gramophone. Like he might as well be. Yeah.
he's using the teletype again. But they, what is it? I'm trying to think.
Oh, Clippy keeps popping up, and he won't let me do the VR sessions.
So yeah, Dr. Angelo disconnects VSI from the net, so he thinks, and goes off with some C4 that he stole from the CIA guy's truck
Yeah.
or van.
I mean, that's common
Bob, what-
issue.
if you
They
need to
always
go-
have C4.
If you got to go arrest a guy, you bring C4 with you.
Always. And if they're a different race than you bring more C4.
Or a couple knees, anyway.
Or not yeah. Oh. Oh, God damn it.
This was probably good for Pierce Brosnan because him planting C4 and blowing stuff up probably got him the rolling GoldenEye.
Probably.
Yeah, because, I mean, that was a big point of that movie. It's
Yep.
like...
But he convinces it's Peter
And
and
his
Peter's mom.
Yeah, to drive him.
Yeah, like why didn't he?
Hey,
just
this is
take their
dangerous.
car?
Your husband was a piece of shit, I know that, but take me up the road here. Why? Everybody needs a goddamn ride in this movie. It's like,
Yes.
Pierce Brosnan's like, I can't drive right now. I got to smoke.
He's got smoke with both hands. Like,
And Job and Terry, they're in the truck. They're heading towards VSI. VSI knows they're coming, right? So they got a bunch of guards stepped up, like waiting outside. But what do Job and Terry have?
they have bees.
VR fire wasps.
Yep.
Dude,
I love this so much.
man, between that and the dude in a little bit, like, those are the worst two effects of the movie.
Yes.
Like, the bees are bad. I would love to see that scene without them in it and just see the people fucking reacting. You can obviously tell that shit's just late. You know, they're
Yes.
like, act like you're getting attacked by computer bees. Okay.
And they managed to not run over any of them, too. They're
Yes.
just like, and like move around like these 30 people. And then they wait for the bees to pass them, and then they start shooting up in the air, and then the bees chase them off, right? But they pull up, and in one of the best scenes to me is that they pull up. Job's like, "We have to go now." Terry's like, "All right," and then a guy with a hunting rifle shoots him directly through the fucking heart.
Why didn't he shoot Job?
I know.
Is what I'm fucking wondering.
Yeah, he shoots the driver Terry, and Terry.
I guess tactically thinking, you think get the driver, he can't get away.
Yeah, but he shoots Terry with a high-powered rifle. Terry just kind of goes, "Oh, well, that's a gunshot. I'm dead."
Yeah.
And just like the most peaceful death ever, just goes, "Well, bye, my boy Jube." Oh.
He's like the only guy in the movie you feel bad for.
Yeah.
Because he's like a good guy.
He's the only good person in this whole fucking movie. I think that's like syntax to be said about all this movie. Everybody's a terrible fucking person. Pierce Brosnan, you smoke too much. Your wife, you don't ever take her to town.
Yeah.
She's pissed. She's horny. You fucking a video game. Well, the VI or the fucking the government dude. You're the government guy. Of
Yeah,
course, you're an asshole.
They're Satan.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Job makes that guy turn that rifle around and fucking paint the wall behind him with his head.
Wait.
Yeah, that was great. He just gets mad and screams, makes that guy just blow his own head off.
Yep.
I wish I had that ability to do that to some people.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, then it's like Job gets inside, right? And the Tim's guy confronts him, but he does the demolecularization thing to him, turns him into little balls, but he is like in this endless loop
Yes.
to where he's not going anywhere.
He'll like fucking talk and shit. He'll expand apart and then he'll
Go
back together. And I was just like, that is the worst looking thing I've ever seen. Like,
and now for my absolute favorite, I don't know how this made it into the final movie with the budget that it did, but when Job straps himself into the machine and he turns it on and he's putting himself into the mainframe and it goes,
Yeah, I love that. It
sucks the body.
it dehydrates.
It dehydrates him to where there's just, it's
Dust.
like a shell basically.
husk.
But he goes into the mainframe and becomes digitized, and you see him in the machine for the first time, really as that character.
Yes.
But when Angelo fucking gets there, and he goes into the room and he takes the helmet off, and the fucking head looks like one of those mannequins that fucking hairdressers use with all the hair shaved off of it. It is the fakest looking thing I've ever seen, and it brings me so much joy. It's so bad.
what is it? He says something when he takes that helmet off. Doesn't he? Like, Pierce Brosnan.
I'm not sure. He's just like, "No, Job, no, no, boy, Job, no, boy, Job," and like pulls it off, and he's just like, "Oh, fuck!" And doesn't he like touch it? And it just, it just crumbles in dust.
Joe witnessed the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah.
And he's
turned
like,
into a pillar of salt.
But that's the thing.
I told you not to look back.
But after that happens, you would think he would just be like, "Oh God, like freak out." But he's like, "You fucking did it." He fucking did it. He's happy almost. Yeah.
He got in. Which turns into Job's ultimate quest of opening lockers.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, and Pierce Brosnan jacks in with him in the neighboring gyroscope to mildly annoy him.
Yeah. Well, this is after he set C4. This is after he set C4 all around the VSI.
Yes.
He sets it for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You don't really give yourself any leeway there.
He set the timer on the bombs for 15 minutes, then goes, I'm going to get in this machine with him now that he's a god
Yeah,
and see how that goes.
I love it though.
I'm
Like
James Bond. though.
Job will like swat him or something in there, and it shows Pierce Brosnan going in circles, going, oh.
I'm fine now. And pops back in. And then he's like, and you're crucified.
Yep,
Just
digitally
digital
cruci-
crucifixion.
Yeah, so Job is trying to break out of the VSI mainframe because it's all been locked down. So it shows him he's surrounded by a sphere of hexagons, and he's reaching up and trying to unlock every single one of them.
Hey,
And it's all, access denied,
looks
access
like he's
denied,
like
access denied.
fucking trying to open a locker.
Yeah.
He's like 2 to the right, 1 to the left.
He's basically trying to put in the Wi-Fi password so he can
Yes.
escape the router.
He's brute forcing the Wi-Fi password. But he also has some control. He also has control of the facility, though, which is how he knows Peter the Kid shows up.
Yeah.
Because Peter the Kid comes in looking for Pierce Brosnan and Job.
Because his mother fell asleep.
Yes, because Mom fell asleep.
Not because of Job. His mom just falls the fuck asleep.
Well,
in
I
the
guess
car.
when you've been fucking beat your entire life by your husband, you learn to play like you're asleep. When I get nervous, I go to sleep.
he doesn't hit me when my eyes close anymore. You sleepy bitch.
Well, for real, you're okay. So you just drove this guy to a facility that he's using fucking C4 to blow the fuck up, and meanwhile there's a guy who's literally a fucking cyber god now that's in the mainframe, and you're with your fucking child. I think I'm just gonna take a nap while wait. This is all gonna turn out okay.
And Peter runs into the facility. And
Mother of the fucking
But that's
year.
the only person left that Job cares about.
Yeah.
And Angelo's like, well, you need to let me go because he's going to die if we all blow up. And he, takes him off the digital cross,
Yeah.
lets him out. And then, but the thing is, he tries to stop the countdown on the bombs, but he can't because he's in the digital realm now and he can't control it. So he lets Pierce Brosnan out, and he goes to find Peter, and the door's locked. And then Job unlocks the door.
Yes.
Even though he shouldn't be able to control
Well, I think it's because
it's
he's
in
in
the
the
mainframe.
mainframe of the building.
Yeah.
But those C4 doesn't have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth.
I'm sorry. I underestimated you, movie.
That was back when manual bombs had no tethering.
There were no Wi-Fi C4 back in the day.
I mean, there was the Wi-Fi didn't exist.
I set off all my C4 Bluetooth now.
Giving away them trade secrets.
Satire.
Yeah.
Jokes.
Russia's not looking for you. Jokes.
One thing I wondered, though, did this come across either one of y'all's mind that instead of the whole C4 thing and everything, he literally could have just waited for Job to put himself into digital form in the mainframe, walk in, and unplug it without saving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that roll credits.
Or like,
Go outside and just clip the main power of the building.
these are obviously like, this is slow-mo movie C4 that you can run away from the explosion. So go into the middle of it, set it for like 3 minutes and run out.
It blows up like gasoline bombs, apparently, too. It doesn't just vaporize everything.
Yes.
It's like every other movie C4. 3 minutes equal 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I've somehow dispatched this entire army of bad guys, fucked the good girl, saved her, and killed some more bad guys. And I set my bomb for 1 minute and 33 seconds.
It bombs so slow that a child and a 6-pack a day smoker cannot run it.
And Job,
6-pack a day, eh?
right before.
Shit. You got carbon lungs, huh?
Yeah, and right before that bomb goes off, Job gets the access granted and turns into little bits and gets sucked out of the router, I guess.
Yeah.
basically.
And it does make you wonder, though, because
He turns into Al Gore.
that wasn't in the time of dial-up.
the
So you're
internet.
like, did the download complete?
Oh,
Did
God.
only half of Job make it out? Like,
He's just like, I'm going to infect your computer. Download time is 3 days, 9 hours, and 14 minutes. Whatever you do, don't turn your phone off.
Your AOL
Fuck
time
you.
minutes have expired.
Oh, no! He just gets sucked back into the abyss. Yeah, well, here's the thing you didn't count on, Chet. You're a pretty big file to download. And it's 1994, so
Yeah.
only the richest people with 16.6 right now are going to be able to get you in their home in about a week's time.
An entire military and a fucking genius couldn't stop you with C4, but fucking Aunt Betty calling in the middle of the night can knock you off.
Literally, like, all you gotta do is cut the phone wire. You're fucked. Like, people, it's 1994. There are still people on the planet that's never owned a phone at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So you're not going to affect any of them. Like, good luck fucking a tribe up and where,
Yeah.
global domination's not going to be very futile for you at this point in time. Now, yeah, because everybody's got technology, but I'm surprised they haven't remade Lawnmower Man yet.
I know, right?
They need to.
I was thinking that, like, they ought to bring Pierce Brosnan back. Just do it again.
Yeah.
Let him reclaim his glory.
He's just like, I'll smoke light cigarettes this time, not full flavors.
I just want to see it of him like going to a grocery store with like just scooping up bins of cigarettes into a sack.
You're like weighing them.
Yeah.
Doc Angelo.
He runs his fucking VR sex shop. Remember the scene where his wife was like, or his girlfriend's like, flying, floating, falling. What's next? Fucking? It's like, yeah, Caroline. That is what's next. Fucking's definitely what's next.
What are you doing these days, Doc Angelo? He lights a cigarette up and he's like, well, my latest breakthrough, since I wasn't able to have a breakthrough with an actual retard, is pleasuring the sexless. It's just like, oh. So instead of teaching Chips how to shoot guns, you're teaching...
I'm just thinking them putting VR goggles on the vegetable unit at the fucking hospital.
God, what torture and hell would that be?
I woke up and I could walk again. Wrong! God, that's awful. Oh,
But yeah, the movie ends with Dr. Angelo like in the basement with Peter and his mom, which led me to believe that this entire movie was just a really elaborate scheme for Dr. Angelo to bang Peter's mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, didn't you want to? Look at those 1994 bangs she's got. Shit.
Yeah.
Banging for banging.
She is narcoleptic, but besides that, she's a pretty hot piece.
Nothing but benefits there.
Yeah. I mean, you've technically just stopped a cyber god. If you want to get a little sliz under the table, it's okay.
Well, he thinks you did until the phone rings. And then
yeah.
all the phones ring in the world.
Everybody's like, Jesus Christ, it's Job. And they're like, nah, it turns out Bell South had a glitch and all their phones just started ringing.
It was the birth of the telemarketer.
I love how that's the whole deal is like they ought to do a sequel to Lawnmower Man now and ignore the second one. And it's just like Job entered the phone lines. The only people he affects now is like elderly people that still have landlines.
Yeah.
He hasn't been able to get onto the cell phone thing yet. So if you have a landline, you're fucking doomed. Like,
Goes and harasses old people for their social security number, tells them if they don't pay their taxes, they go to jail.
I'm going to mow your face if you don't pay your... Who is this? Is this Timothy?
His power's depleted really hard, and all he can do is call people up about their fucking extended warranty.
Yeah.
That's Job.
Yeah.
Next time it calls, I'm going to be like, Job, and you'll hear, click, just hang up instantly.
Oh my God, I'm going to fuck with... The next time I get one of those calls, I'm going to answer it and be like, is this Cyber Christ? Make me one with you.
They would be like, no, but tell Cybercross his extended car's extended warranty is gone. But everything, every fucking spam thing you get now, it's like, you may have lung cancer and an expired warranty on your car. Like, get both here. Get treatment and a new car warranty here.
He only exists as an angry comment in a YouTube video.
He's the reason that fucking like the whole like telemarketer calling shit started. He was like, what better way to piss off the human race?
What if he
donate money to our veterans?
What if he's just anonymous, you know? Oh, or worse, what if he's Q?
That'd be brilliant.
Trying to convince people. Fucking. Well, I mean, he was molested as a human.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's causing irrational fear. Of
priest did order a lot of pizza.
Oh God, not here. Well, I guess that's about it.
And that's Lawnmower Man. Go watch it if you haven't.
Yes.
Theatrical cut.
There is a fucking sequel, and
It is to Lawnmower Man as Highlander 2 is to Highlander.
Ooh.
It
Yes,
is.
it's actually called Lawnmower Man 2: The Quickening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've literally only seen that movie one time. The only person that returns from the first one is the kid.
Yeah.
I know that much. Like, and I remember the guy that played Job is an asshole. He's like, I can't think of the dude's name, but I'm always like, not Jim Carrey. Like,
Isn't it the guy who did Max Headroom?
maybe.
I
Maybe
think
it
it
is.
is, yeah. I can't think of the dude's name either.
Yeah, well, not Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
No.
If you ain't Jim Carrey, I don't give a fuck.
It's Jack Carey.
Jim
Drew Carey?
Yeah.
Dude, Drew Carey looks like a fucking roadie for the Black Crows now. Have you seen him?
I
fucking
try
Price is
to
Right,
keep
man.
my eyes purified from such sights. Like,
Not today, Satan.
I used to love Price is Right, and it is completely wrong in my book now, thanks to Drew Carey. He's like a ruiner of good comedy everywhere. It's kind of like Dan Aykroyd in the late 90s.
Nothing like watching some Olympic truffle hunting.
Yeah.
Well, when you're downtrodden and cursed by God, you know, you got to figure out some way to pass the time.
Yeah.
Hell Satan, go Team USA.
Hail Satan, Dick Truffle!
Horns down, dick up.
It's awful.
But brilliant.
But brilliant.
Brilliant.
It is. Was anybody want to say anything before we close it down?
I think we've about did all you can do on Lawnmower Man.
We won't have another episode before Southern Fried.
We will not.
Will we?
So we will
I
catch
guess
y'all up on
record
Southern
maybe
Fried.
that sometime that Monday or that
Yeah,
week
we could
or
do that.
something.
We can
could
come
do it
home Monday and record while it's fresh in our heads.
I'm so fucking ready. My body is ready.
I'm gonna be such a gluttonous sot. I'm gonna have liquor in one hand, burgers and pizza in the other hand. Just
Fuck yeah. It's a good
Dipping
time.
your fucking hamburger, pizza, and whiskey.
yeah.
You guys ought to fucking
One of my
live
favorite-
stream it.
One of my-
Get Pete drunk. And
That's
just
one of my
live
favorite
stream this
scenes
shit
from
out of
Trailer Park Boys is Jim Leahy waking up in the morning, rolling up bread and soaking it in liquor. What do you do, Mr. Leahy? Eating liquor ball sandwiches.
So any local listeners, just watch out for Rock the South. Be careful.
Yes.
It's the meeting of two different universes, and it's either going to be interesting or fatal. Can't decide which yet. And
There
watch
is
out for
no
Trump.
actual rock involved, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's true. Skinner dropped out.
Rock hard redneck cock. That's about all that's going to be there.
It's cock the South.
Yeah, Skinner dropped out because they got COVID
Yeah,
and
one of the
because they're
guitars.
irrelevant. Who gives a fuck about Leonard Skinner? Let me be honest. Yeah. It's 2021, people.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about Leonard Skinner?
Yeah,
the only original member of Leonard Skinner is the fucking one that got COVID. He didn't even
Was it Gary?
He didn't even want to be there. So who gives a
God didn't want him to be there.
Yeah, like goddamn Leonard Skinner.
They're
Like,
invisible
man,
to the eyes of God.
Yes, they are. They are fucking cursed and abandoned by him. For real. He wipes your fucking airplane out the first time you're abandoned. And gets a good chunk of you. So what do? You put the fucking band back together? That's just hubris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, come the fuck on. You crash your plane in the swamp. You gonna rebuild the same band? Swamp ritual.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was the original Swamp Ritual.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't to bring back the body of Paul Bear Bryant. It was to bring back the bodies of Leonard Skinner.
Bring forth the bodies.
And did you see, Leonard Skinner dropped off that. But like I said, who gives a fuck about... Here's another good question. They replaced him with Marshall Tucker Band.
Oh, did they?
Who gives a fuck about Marshall Tucker Band?
Yeah.
The only people that could go watch Marshall Tucker Band are the prime candidates of dying of COVID right now. Because you're 80 plus. So...
Well, better than them than all the pop country they're going to have. I'm not a fan of country, but I will listen to country all day over pop country.
Yes.
It's not even country, man. It's pop rock.
It's pop music with a accent.
Yeah.
With an accent on it. That's it. It's all written. It's written by the same people.
Girl, we
Yes.
shit out of luck, and I got me a big old Dodge truck.
It's literally written by the same people who write boy band stuff.
Yeah.
It's all out of Nashville.
They all sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
And,
it's about the same people. I swear to God, it really is.
What cracks me up too is you see a lot of the people that go to country concerts and shit. I'm like, none of you look like you would fucking finger your cousin. Like, none of you look like you've ever had dirt under your fingernails. None of you look like you've never seen daddy hit mama. Like, you all look like you grew up in fucking 3-story houses, had a multiple choice vehicles, and just discovered country last week when you're getting railed by Jim Rowe down there fucking Alabama, down there in Tuscaloosa or whatever.
Yeah.
You've never woke up hungover in a county jail getting beat up by your fucking ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend after he fucking killed your dog with his pickup truck.
Yeah. Yeah. You've never had real struggles.
Good country music consists of singing about how you ruined everything.
If you've never seen somebody shoot meth and turn around and just knock the fucking teeth out of their girlfriend and sit next to them, you haven't seen country shit.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Get out of here with that limp-wristed country shit. Until you have personally seen a man stand on a fucking stump and rail a goat, you haven't seen country.
Here's the thing. This is how I'm country. That's amateur goat fucking right there. Yeah. You get them up in the hayloft on the edge, so they're backing up into you.
We gotta have hay underneath because if they go forward, you don't want to ruin your best fucking goat.
Yeah.
They gotta hit something soft.
I've been to 3 world fairs and a goat fucking. And I've never in my life seen anything like this. I mean, you do what you gotta do out in the country, and that's not something that any country fan could be capable of doing. Okay, you like country music? Could you fish your cousin? You ever went catfishing?
you ever check your mama's titties for lumps? Like,
you ever swap chaw with your cousin on the top
you
of
ever
a
been to
merry-go-round?
Daisy Lou, Mississippi? You ever seen 2 people huff so much crystal meth that they think their crystal meth is a fucking spiritual ball? Proceeds them to shoot up a Dollar General. You don't know country.
Have you ever argued the price of an Alabama foam finger at a flea market before with a preacher? If not, You don't know the soul of country
Yeah,
music.
because you described something that has actually happened to me. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's happened to me before. But anywho, we'll close it out. Thanks for coming tonight,
yeah, man.
Thank you guys for fucking having me. It was awesome to sit at the table where the magic happens. And, yeah, man, can't wait to hear some more.
Not just write a theme song and let us collect all that sweet money we make for it.
All our sponsors that pay us
Yeah, I know.
so
man.
much.
If you're hungry, Brandon's got a deep freeze in the back that is full of McGristle sandwiches.
Yes.
Nice.
There's a plethora of them.
I feel like I'm way too
There's some
healthy at the
crispy fried
moment, so
chicken.
I'll
There's some
off
crispy
of it.
fried chicken clips from KFB in there, too.
Yeah.
They have my favorite slogan of any restaurant, the whole fuck chickens and fuck you. That's
If you don't want to shit for a week, we got imitation spaghetti too.
yeah.
Woof.
It's made out of like corrugated sawdust or some shit. I once knew a redneck
Chef
guy.
Cockle D's. I forgot about that.
I knew a guy, he fed his kids so much Chef Cockle D's that they never shit again. I mean, they're all dead now, but they never shit again.
Chef Boyardee's veins clogged, sir.
Chef Cockle D's, though, makes the best imitation spaghetti. I mean, it almost tastes like the real thing.
It almost tastes like a real cuckolding.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those ones where not only do you get to watch, but you got to clean the mess up afterwards. Sucks to be at the bottom of the food barrel, don't it?
During an oyster convention.
Oh my God. The smell and the texture beguiles me.
Oh, Bruce was down in preconception pills before he fucking went to town on your wife. He's shooting fucking 6-foot ropes at you. Just ropes of cum.
Bitch, look like she got covered by Spider-Man. Never seen somebody. The bad thing is she was literally stuck to the wall. Guy shot Gorilla Glue out of his cock, apparently.
Shit.
He was leveled up. Okay. We're going to end it. Game over, man.
Game over.
No. Wait a goddamn minute. Come on, Adam. It's game over, man. Oh, no. Fuck.
You fucked it up.
I was
you
gonna
fuck.
Holy shit. Yeah, I did. Sorry. Game over, man.
Game over.
But me and my truffle pig Baphomet, you ready to fuck him up? We're gonna play hard, we're gonna drink hard, and keep your bologna sandwich close and secure. Horns down, dick up, let's go get the gold!